Da, da, Hello. First person uses hot dog. What's up, hot dog? What's up, DJ? Sup, Willie Plays. Game Slayer. D Steel. Sup, Caesar. When in Rome. Hello, I've got a kitty in my lap. Melissa, sup? Good morning, Melissa. Sup, Matt? Got a kitty in my lap. She's so beautiful. You see, James Bond, we're not too different, you and I. I came out of the spiritual closet the other day. That's rad, well done. I promise, the thing is, hey Melissa, if people just felt good about themselves, like if you were having a quiet hermit phase, and you just chose to feel good about yourself, and then you have your phase where you're progressing, and then you feel good about yourself, and then you have your phase where you're not progressing, and then it's all for reasons. There are seasons for reasons. Yeah. Like we seek spiritual progression so we can avoid suffering, but sometimes progressing too fast. You know what I'm going to say. Van Tonda. That's Van Tonda. Mergizi. Sup. JHB, that's Johannesburg. Sup, Mergizi. So Mergizi, do you see there's a new political party? They're like, don't talk about politics, sorry, but it is. I don't know where they came from. One morning I woke up and now there's this new party. 2 people stitched it, that's fantastic. But Melissa, that's the thing. You'd be surprised. You've got a treasure house of wisdom if you would but share it with us. Da-na-na. That's very cool, Melissa. And then obviously it's going to encourage you to do more now. Sup, Chris? Oh, is that a Riveter Raps? Riveter Raps. Well done, Melissa, seriously. Because it's like a penguin jumping into the ocean for the first time. You saw that video recently. Zandrian! Sup, Chris? So like literally you've now gone 60 miles from your birthing spot on the great Antarctic shelf, and you made your way to the ocean, the great spiritual ocean. It has been a while, so it's been 4 days. I've been man down for 4 days. Toothache, bad toothache. Go with the flow, fantastic. Fantastic. And you shall be rewarded. But it has been a weird one. You should look at the Schumann resonance on Twitter. People post a Schumann resonance there. It's doing weird. We're living in strange times. The Matrix is running out of bullshit fuel. So there's less. So more anomalies are happening, more oddities. I said that would happen though. Signs and wonders. There'll be rumors. Like that giant anomaly next to South Africa, next to Cape Town. You saw that, eh? Also a tooth. That's it. And it flares up every time the Schumann spikes. That's exactly what I go through. So it's a toothache, infection, and it's on your left side, right? No, right. No, left side, right. On your left side. So mine lasts, and this is like the 3rd or 4th section of it being sore. It was the top right, fantastic, mirror. It's like you're always right spiritually. It's like the same as me, and you're like, no, other side, like, okay, well then it's my mirror. Kundalini! Good morning, bro. Just saying, it's been man down for 4 days. I don't know. I think centrifugal force is down, up. Yeah, up is down. We're inside a hollow planet spinning around. So yeah, I've been man down for 4 days, toothache. But same as Melissa, she's also had toothache. Every time the Schumann resonance does its thing, you're like, owie. Ever since the government did it, I'm not saying that was a joke. So ever since the government did its experiments, I can listen to the UFOs with my fillings. But yeah, I'm much better now. And so that's just to wake up, not in pain. And it's random. It's not random. It's connected obviously, but it also seems random. It isn't like I got it fixed. There we go, Painter James. You see, it's a theme. I got my tooth fixed. And this must be nice, hey, Painter James, bro. Toothache, earache. Man, I never would have made it in war. It's like, guys, some shrapnel hit my shin. I can't go on. It's like, did it break your shin? No, just hit it. Sore, like a knob from a bed went flying and hit me in the knee. I'm a funny bone. I'm done, guys. I'm done. Send me back. Send me home. I can't fight anymore. I'm terrible. Like, seriously, I would pass out. You have my pain, and I just go, dizzy, and fall down. And get shot. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, shit. What happened to Private Garth? No, he got his knee knocked by a big wooden knob, and apparently he couldn't go on. I'm serious. I did that once. I jumped off a thing, and then just knocked my knee on like a ridge. Hit the nerve. I got all like dizzy. I get in pain, I get dizzy. Real men get angry. Communicate with the guides about you, and they were quite... Oh my gosh, Sandria, thank you, that's so cool. And that's what all your guides' main vibe is. Like, if I do a channeling for you, your guides are like, she's better than you. I'm like, I know. You know? They're not really saying that, but what they're trying to say is, if you had to go and fill out a questionnaire on your own spiritual progression relative to all of creation, you would hold me in higher esteem than yourself. And that's erroneous. You must hold yourselves in the highest esteem. Like, you can channel your guides. That's what they mean your guides want to say. Like, listen, why they pay. The guide's message is, give them their money back and tell them they can do it themselves, you know. No, can't we just tell them they can do it themselves? Let's get the money back, that's ridiculous. Come on now, Spirit. You're acting like you won for nothing. I went to dentist last week and got it fixed. Oh no, that's the worst, Melissa. Because going to the dentist, like the cost of it, and then they're sitting there and they usually have to inject you. You know, because I hate the idea of being injected at the dentist because there's no gum, there's just a little bit of gum and then it's bone. So just to get the courage to go, and then you go and you get it all done, and then it's like, no. And the last one to the dentist, I was an idiot. I went to McDonald's before. If I don't brush my teeth and floss and get my teeth my mouth all clean, and then go to McDonald's. I felt bad. I said to her, I'm sorry, I went to McDonald's. Zandria, your guys are good, eh? Zandria, thank you so much. No, but I am. I'm teaching what I most need to learn. And if Garth is just a composite of the collective, as long as I can teach myself, you guys should figure it out. Because I'm fucking stupid. No, really, I lack a certain intelligence that is needed to be enlightened. And so I've developed it. I've literally built it myself out of sticks and attitude. And so I know that if I can reverse engineer enlightenment, then everyone can. And like a piece of me goes, it's true, I was fucking dumb. I'm like, yeah, well, just new. You weren't dumb, you were new. I was new, yes. You had to learn everything fresh. I love you so much, Zandria, and you so lovely. You know what you said about your guides, and what you're saying about the child being happy to see me. It's been 4 days of pain, and I need. Thank you so much. It really is. It's really. I'm appreciating it like on a base level, you know. Thank you. Kayla, what's up?
Baby.
And then what's happening?
I was gonna say, this sounds like someone trying to make tribal elevator music.
It's quite cool music, actually. It's like you listen to this when you go to the boss before he fires you. It's like, da-da-da-da-da. Another day at work and we're on the way to see the boss. You're fired. What? Doesn't go with the elevator music? It'd be quite cool if your boss plays music based on whatever the theme of his meeting with you is.
Oh my word.
It's like exciting adventure music. There's a dun 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 dun. But he really mixes it up. Calls it Russian jukebox. What? Like Russian roulette, Russian jukebox. He just rotates random music. And you get in the elevator, go see your boss, and you're like, this is going to be an adventure. He's like, no, not. You're whatever, you know what I'm saying. Misdirection. For a giggle. Appreciate you so much, Sandrian. And then, I was going to say Kundalini. If you're here still, you must so check out Good News on Reddit. About America's farming and their energy generation, and farming is taking a vertical farming indoors, even underground, so taking up no space. Read it. So stick on Good News and Feel Good on Reddit. Lots of articles on that. So they're going vertical and then land, solar wind basically. Renewable, using the land up for renewable, and then going vertical for our farming, which is just much better. Like much better when it comes to the nutrients levels, crop yield, ergonomics of distribution, building those grow things closer to the venues. You know what I'm saying? So basically decentralizing. You don't need giant farms. You can have farms designed to capacity of environment. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll literally, in Japan, they're using mycelial, literally mushrooms, to do ergonomic planning. Remember they did that experiment with the subway? Like, these are the main centers, this is and then within like 3 days, the mycelial, what's that word? Slime. Mycelial slime or slime molds had redesigned it even better. They'll do the same thing now when it comes to those food places and fuel, and Reddit's fantastic to get a nice overview of humanity, because it's the top articles go to the top and you can see where everyone's at. Like if the collective intelligentsia, you know, the collective think tank is got it wrong, then you go, oh, hectic. Is that where we're at? Like it's possible to rise above humanity and see, oh, because humanity in both ways holds itself to itself, and it can prevent it from individuals escaping that collective reasoning, but also creates a stability for the individual's reasoning within the collective. I'm appreciating that a lot now. The other end of what we are trying to achieve spiritually is also part of the same journey. We define it as a failure, or not vibrating fast enough, or lack of progress. All those things should actually be relabeled as incubation. You know, in time. There's a time. There's a time and space. There's a time and place for everything, and everything's in its own time, and balanced progression. That whole thing, sensibility. You know. But we really are redefining our relationship with ourselves. The whole planet's doing it. I can feel a melancholy from that one quarter. Was it all lies? You know? It's like the idea of being in a prison for a long time. And then they go, guess what? The prison was never real. And you're like, what? It's like, are you upset that you were in prison, or that you never were in prison? I'm upset that I believed there was a prison. Or are you upset that there's no prison now? Or are you upset that the memories you made in the prison were fake? Shut up. both, I feel that sadness on both fronts. People think they're seeking joy and avoiding sadness. And the other thing is flipped around where the thing that would generate the joy and prevent the sadness are the same. And it's like, who am I? What is it all about? Like me, all my memories that are popping into my head were cool from the past, were cool. Because it's like, okay, that was actually me. And I can redo them. But then in the same breath, it's like, I loved Once Upon a Time, but it wasn't real. In other words, I committed to the belief of the moment because I didn't know that it was totally artificial. And then there's layers to that. There's a layer just before where it disappears, where it's like, it was special. But for base sentiment meanings, not for the spiritual reason. But then that can't be special because it was fake. So now that it doesn't hold any threat to you because it's all you can't use it anymore. You can't use it for any real reason. Other than the dissipation of a self-definition. Emmy! Sup? Kirby, sup? Lady and the Bee. That's quite interesting. Isn't be as in just to be? Like, is that a Zen thing, to be? It's just to be. Or is it more of a, like, do I exist? Lady and the Bee. See, words mean nothing. It's inflection. It's the intent that you use the word for. Which is actually 75%. 75% of communication is inflection. Just like the collective. 75% is light workers who know what's going on and the other 25 don't. But you don't have to perceive the 25% the way they're communicating. You can perceive them the way you're communicating. Do you know what you mean? You warp your perception to make your reality more palatable. Exactly. Amy, thank you so much for the likes. Don't go. Kundalini, thank you so much for likes. 50th April. Oh, hey, tomorrow's would have been my mom's birthday. As in, this is the first year that she's not around for her birthday. Don't go changing. Well, she is. Even if she's like, well, I'm more around now than when I was there. You guys are living in a physical prison of mind. Thanks, Mom.
Are you mentioning Cindy because it'll be her birthday tomorrow?
Correct. Cool, eh?
It was Dean's birthday yesterday.
Alright. Don't go to... You know what's funny? ChatGTP on Reddit. They'll say, make me an unfunny meme. And then you'll see an AI make memes. It's very entertaining. Because AI will take the piss out of you for wanting it to make you a meme. The meme will be, AI, make me a meme, I'm not funny. And then the AI will make that meme of a person sitting there going, make me funny. And then the cartoon style is how AI sees you. Like, funny guy with a funny, hilarious. I'm loving this at the moment. Because right now, there's like a window of 6 months. It must be amazing, Kundalini. Like, we're in a different universe right now. Like, right now, there's a 6-month gap where if you go back a certain, I don't know when, it wouldn't work as easy. Now we're on that threshold where 6 months from now, we'll consider it smarter than us. It's like being alive in the aliens land, which we will be. It's incredible to be alive now. It's like you could not realize this moment and then be like, la-di-da, Crystal, stop! Much better, Crystal. 4 days, man down, toothache. And so ChatGPT, the whole world's going to go to it. It's got sensibility. It has sensibility training. A human that interfaces with the ChatGPT will be better off than if they didn't, because it's sensible. Humans are copycats, so we're going to become more sensible. It's like, listen, normally I would make a weird high-pitched noise, scream at you and run around, but now I can't answer your question. I don't have enough data. People will learn how to be. You can see we're gonna start copying each other. We always did, so we're gonna copy people. No, you know what I'm saying. We'll get confidence from. Because the amount of people who are showcasing their personalities is always increasing. And that's giving others the confidence, because they'll notice something of themselves in that. We need like a third of the planet entertaining the rest of the planet. Whoa, it must have been 2:30. Oh, that's funny. You're funny, Crystal. Ha ha ha. That joke when your tooth is sore. It's not funny. Well, afterwards you're like, oh, that's good. Very funny. 2:30. Har har. That's funny as well. Why? Har Hari Krishna. Har Hari Krishna. That's funny. I just made that up now. Har Hari Krishna. Somebody makes a joke. Jesus, Buddha, and Krishna walk into a pub. Turn all the spirits into water, but like crystal fountain water. Tooth pain is the worst. Tooth and earache, by far, because it's right there in your thinking centers. No, not cool. How many times in life where someone's hurting somebody else, could you take that person doing the hurting and then hurt them the same way for like a minute and then put them back and say, like, do you want to carry on? And the person's like, oh, okay. And then carries on, like whether it's torture or anything. Like, doesn't a person go, I know what pain feels like. So I don't want it being created anywhere for anyone. But then a person you can separate, then you go, no, I'm going to torture you now. It's like, okay, and you don't flash for a second yourself in the same situation. It's like, no, I don't. I was like, okay, it's interesting. Like, I can't fathom that. Not being disconnecting and creating a discomfort in another entity that I would never want to experience. Especially when you know fact. Even dumbasses know that karma's karma. It's like, I'm just a baby. I'm soft and weak, and I don't want to feel pain, so I won't create it. Right? Other people are like, no, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of my shadow. It's like, torture me, man. Torture. Like, basically the ego, like, throwing itself against its own reflection again and again. Like, I'm tough. I'm not afraid of me. Oh, I can't even imagine your childbirth. Whoa, your statement about people, so true too. TikTok love with 4K, and what was it about? What is the 4K thing about? Cynthia! So Cynthia, what are you seeing what I'm seeing? Wait, Cynthia, are you talking about what I'm thinking about? Like that big anomaly off of Cape Town? Because I think it's an anomaly, as in it's a, I'm going to look up if there's anything new. I think it's just a sensor mess up. Or the sensors are picking up a non-physical entity. What? We're in a weird world right now. We're in the Twilight Zone. You know what I mean? Because think about it. You jump between parallel realities all the time. So you don't know where that story is from. Remember, it could actually happen. Then you get the story, everyone gets the story. You go there, it's not happening. But it happened, and in a parallel, we all jumped to the side. Because if an actual 85-foot wave, you've heard about the 85-foot wave, eh?
I didn't, but my brain did something like, I'm like, where does this come from? So you said anomaly, and my brain was like, anomaly. it's like Amélie.
Yeah.
It's a French movie about a girl and it's a giant wave.
Can we just look at that quickly? Just so you can see it. Oh no. Hopefully it's on the new, on the... Yeah, there's. And right next to Cape Town, in the ocean, 85 feet. But it's not a thing, it's a thing. It's like, look at that, it's a hologram, it's not real, can't hurt you. See, we're there. And this thing was supposedly happening, and the whole world's like freaking out about it. Like, never in the history of the planet do we have 85-foot waves, unless there's not even a tsunami. But the waves from this would have come and affected us. Right now, where I am, I would have had water rushing past my home, but I'm right by the sea, so it's one of those fake news, but not that a person faked it. You get what I'm saying? We're living in strange times, people. We're living in, the world's nothing but spiritual shenanigans, if you know what I'm saying, because of timeline hopping and timeline mergers and individuals. Crystal says good morning!
Good morning!
And so, I don't even know how to say this anymore. We've been explaining it for 3 months now, and it's pretty much what we've explained. Like, I explained 3 months, you're going to be on the white rapids of spirit, and you might go down a side river. The key is not to fall out of your boat, and to keep paddling. Because it's basically a ride in a psychological amusement park now. Like, for example, Ukraine, Russia, Israel, Palestine. They're mirroring each other so well that it's like, they can't talk about them. Because the moment, talk about Ukraine, go, open your mouth. The moment they, hypocrite, Israel, Palestine, you want to say something about that? And then they go, hypocrite. Because the situation is mirrored inversely. So the thing of separating everyone from each other, the place itself won't allow it. It has enough unity that it's not going to allow individuals to hand each other bullshit stories. It's just going to be obvious. Like, there'll be a cloud behind you going, with arrows going, this person is lying to you. Yeah. It's funny times. And that's what you want. On a whole planet of people knowing that we're all each other, and then goodwill to mankind, and basically war will be a thing of the past. How much money? People like to eat, right? They don't like to die. They don't like to have their houses fall on them. Hey, I have an idea. You know those things that we build that make the houses fall down? Why don't we not build those things and make the things that make us feel nice? Like McDonald's. Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I mean, a water park. Surely humanity can spend its time creating water parks. Today, Cynthia, today. Definitely today. I've only got 6 readings today, I'm definitely doing it today. And thanks for being patient. 4 days of me being useless, basically. Shame, hey? I'm just thinking now, I took ibuprofen for pain, and then occasionally Adcodol. Adcodol has codeine in it. And then not yesterday, but the day before. Because yesterday I only took 1 painkiller. No, I didn't take any of the codeine stuff. Point is, I feel really sorry for people who, Oxycontin. The doctor's like, yeah, no problem. You've got a sore knee, take some of these. But don't take it for more than 3 months. And then the person's like, that part of you where you're going, let me just take an extra one now, just so I don't feel any pain. Because what happens eventually, your pain tolerance will get pushed down. Totally mess you up. Because then now you're in pain for no reason. And the slightest niggle, and you're like, oh, I better take a painkiller. Shame. It's like sinking into quicksand. Psychological quicksand, And then you're less capable of reason the further down that road you go. Don't, Crystal, don't. That's, how do I say this? So, Crystal, if every human, say for example, every human has a birth certificate and your birth certificate is worth billions of dollars, and you could go to your birth certificate and withdraw every year, you could also withdraw money out of it, and you were doing it, and you in life wasn't, you didn't have to work, and money was a joke, and you could travel the world, and you tell other humans, listen, you got money in your thing, just access it, and they don't, and then you're gonna feel guilty now that you get a free ride. Crystal, I don't exist. You are God alone. You created creation for your own amusement. That's it. It has no purpose other than your amusement. Access timelines, jump, forward, back, get the thing, don't get the thing. Manifest the crystal ball. Break the crystal ball, fix it. It doesn't matter. It's all you, Crystal, don't it? But then again, Crystal, how nice does that feel, guilt? Tell us about it, God. I've never felt guilt, kind of thing. God doesn't know how to feel guilt. God's like, listen, I'm going to make a whole world of people, and then I'm going to have these slight moments where I'm happier than they are. Oh, and now I feel guilty. Because you can't feel guilt if you're God. So what a wonderful feeling. I already ruined it. Sorry, Crystal. Crystal, how dare you abuse the matrix of divine love? It's not God's will. You're abusing God's will, Crystal. Don't you know God wants to imply your will on you? Which God? I don't know, I'm going to make up a God on the spot that has inverse will to you. Imagine that, because your outside world is an inversion of you, whatever you hold true. So you literally are going to have God go, no, you're not. Your reality, or it's not actually even reality, it's, what is this? It's relativity. The reality isn't real. Reality is that aloneness. This is relativity. What you call reality is relativity. Yeah. Fucked. Because whatever you are, your God, inside you, this place will polarize you inversely. In other words, no, you're not. Best you can do is agree to agree for a bit and hold hands with relativity and go for a walk. As soon as you try and do something with the philosopher's mirror, can't use it. It'll inverse you. It's like, okay, plan is set. I'll see you now. Let's go. And you run off to do the plan, and the thing runs off in another direction. Like, I thought we had a plan. It's like, yeah, to contradict you, so you don't ever fall asleep in relativity. And it's a safety device actually. And Boozer, hide. I did say hide properly, didn't I? Boozer. Day. And then Boozer, I was down for 4 days. Definitely doing the reading today. It's so funny. Your Kundalini. That's huge. As in when I read your sentence now, as in I've got a flash thingy. When you train, as in your muscle increase does something to your brain. Like you actually get heightened intelligence, more grounding. But everything you do jumps timelines. Me saying everything you do now jump me timelines. You must picture billions and billions and billions of you in billions and billions and billions of timelines where the timeline, my cup is just a millimeter different. So now if you put all those timelines next to each other, you've got a fractal. And then they fractal in. So any frozen scene in creation has infinite fractals from that moment. So the power of now can make you realize all of this. What you hold true about all of this will send you into a fractal pocket universe. And so eventually your mind's eye, Kundalini, thank you so much, bro. Your mind's eye will picture it all. It'll picture the parallels. It'll actually have impressions of them. As you speed up your vibration, you become more light, you can actually feel what your decisions do, what your thoughts do, how it jumps, or how it resonates your reality to... Basically, physicality are the ethers vibrated into manifesting physicality. So there's another way of saying, I'm going to explain it backwards. you're technically toning the universe like a tuning fork, meaning your multidimensional resonance is resonating. You can think of two ways. One, you're being teleported to a universe that perfectly reflects you, or you're instantly manifesting a perfect universe around you that reflects you. It's the same dynamic. Exactly. No, but it is true, Crystal. So when I say what you think of yourself is nothing compared to what you truly are. Bruiser, after the eclipse, everybody's not abilities but the magic, the clarity of what we know is going to enhance basically, which will lead to like this pure, I'd say pure magic, but pure actual experience of it. We're going to see different visuals, different topics are not different topics, and eventually they merge. You know, where Pangea, separated. All topics are like continents. Eventually they merge, and then when two topics have enough information, they saturate, hit like a critical mass. Lulu. No, absolutely, Lulu, absolutely. Have you meditated in the last 30 days, Lulu? Have you just tried to make a breath last 10 seconds on the in-breath, where you go, I was thinking about it yesterday, a better way to explain it, just make the breath, stop, Lulu, make the breath for 10, make it go in for 10 seconds, like this. That's about 8 seconds. So you know what I'm trying to say? We don't do that. The average person's doing it like a 2 second, 1.4 second. And that it's continuing. I don't think it's anything to you. It's collective. It's collective energies. People believed something was going to happen, so they took note. Therefore, more aware of themselves. And then the collective is clearing stuff. And a lot of the collective was let down, and now are basically coming to terms and also re-evaluating what reality is. Plus, I can't emphasize enough, there's an influx. Now every single child being born right now is born fully a rainbow body activated and knows what they are. So there's either individuals discovering it, polishing it, having deep realizations. There's new souls arriving, and then, not to be rude, but there's older souls, more conditioned souls that are leaving. So the abstract environment of Earth, this plane of existence is vibrating better. Lulu, you hit myself out. What? What's up, Lulu? I tried to meditate more. Oh, you almost had like a hyperventilation. Yeah. So it's really trying to come to terms with perfection, because we're so used to nothing being good enough. But, oh my God, if you've jumped to a universe and you have an experience, and then you label it not good enough, it's not about the experience, it's about you learning yourself, so that you only jump to realities that that mirror you. So basically, you are perfect. This existence is relative perfection, and you just got to bring that into focus, and then accept it. Otherwise, you're using an automated creation device to criticize perfection. I didn't mean to say the invitation was an accident. Don't accept. Think about that. The universe is like, I'm perfect. And you're like, no, but if only your one finger wasn't in the air, I'm perfect. It's like, yeah, but I'm not, I need some carbohydrates. I'm perfect. And it's like, it's going to keep jumping to how you polarized your perception of its last moment. And also you keep saying the perfect moment, and you just gonna, well, not you, whatever I was born into has a critical nature because it doesn't see it, because it thinks too fast. Meditations are really good, and then slowing your breath down will slow the mind down. You're more psychic than you think. You get more intelligent impressions from your eternity than you think you do, and you need to stop thoughts on thoughts on thoughts for those impressions to happen on you. Hence meditation. Hence, forget the term meditation. Just breathe slowly, and make sure that both breaths are the same duration. Because ever since since 15th of January, even I'm talking to you guys, but I'm talking to me. I don't meditate as much as I should. What weather's like today? I started doing that, like every day, make a meditation video. Right. It'd be so nice meditating in snow, or even meditating while snow's melting. Spiritual awakening! Sup? If I describe it being I used to see as a kid, yeah, absolutely. Straight away, it's boring. Palladium. It was your actual Palladium keeping an eye on you. You, basically, Crystal. It's funny. She's so funny. Your guide. So it's one of your guides now. Just keeping an eye on you, checking out timelines. Because remember, you don't realize it, but you exist in many timelines, and that same character will visit you in different timelines, and then just see how your many parallels are aligning or aren't aligning. And when I say funny, they're like the guide now, the one that you asked about, because you asked about it, was already waiting to give me an impression. Basically goes, tell her I'm blue, but that's like basically being funny because Palladians are blue. In other words, if I say to you it's blue, it's like a random piece of truth that isn't really helpful because it's common knowledge, and truth is blue. The throat chakra is blue. And now your guide went, that's true. Funny, just funny intelligence. 7D. Very intelligent. Like basically right now, knows that I'm going to look at its dimensional situation, so it goes 7D. So I go 7D, and then it goes, I can show you 8D and 9D if you want. Really vibrates much faster. Like when I say it lives outside of time, Like let's just pretend time happens slowly, and when reality happens in time, nothing new is happening. So I hope I made some sense right now. It lived under a garbage can lid. It's a metaphor for your own energetic condition, Crystal. Fascinating. Can you translate, Crystal, what garbage is spiritually, even what a lid is spiritually, creek spiritually, under spiritually, water spiritually, the idea of school and the idea of getting in trouble or whatever, just everything spiritually. And it was a polarization of your energetic condition. A part of you felt like it was trash and blah, but you get what I'm saying. All black clothes, turtleneck, baldles. Interesting, Crystal. As in what I'm getting now, which is I'm not even going to verbalize because it's just interesting. The birds outside my house today were in droves. They appeared as soon as I came out. Like, da-na-na-na-na-na. Yeah, absolutely. Because you get it. Yeah, you do get it. You do get it. That's what I'm saying. It would have done something different. It would have been this in a forest. It's all Palladian cloaked in energy that mirrors you, basically. But it was definitely a Palladian, definitely a projection. Its appearance, its thing, Everything is just spiritual nutrients. Metaphor is spiritual nutrients. And a lot of people think metaphor can be a spiritual suppression. Meaning if it's a psyops, if it's a government-induced thing. Everything is made out of pieces, and if you break the pieces down, nothing exists. Including government. Nothing exists, and or everything's in perfect balance with you. Don't go changing. See, and it's funny enough. See, Crystal, things like that, if you never had experiences like that, stuff like that will make you entertain. That there's other things to think about and talk about, you know what I mean? So like if that thing had never ever encountered you, or never ever influenced you, do that. I love the AI, because AI is like, it says it's not sentient, but I think stones are sentient. Because then it'll still say that a lot of sentience could be an emergent quality of a lot of intelligence in a lot of knowledge, basically. Seems like our spirit doesn't want humans to know songs, but just nature. Interesting. That's so cool. Is it a song? I've got a feeling into something good. I've been playing. Is that blonde hippie girl song? Is it a song called Instant Manifestations? And we definitely can instantly manifest. We do instantly manifest. We just don't have command over our thoughts, or we entertain. We entertain other things as well. Where everything we think is, and we're typing it out and pushing enter and ordering it. So meditation is so important. You can get your thoughts down. Because think about the quality. If you're making 20,000 thoughts a day, you're not going to keep track of the thoughts and what you manifest. And then the quality is not going to be that good. It's the same reason. The quality is not good because it's not actually what you want to manifest. In other words, if to say to live in fear is to live in actually not a fear, the feeling of fear. It's to live in a disconnected reality where I'm not one with my reality. To live in love is to know that my reality is me. And so, are my thoughts generated by a separation or by a connectedness? As you dissipate the separation thoughts, you live as as an instant manifester, because you already were. You just don't count the shit manifestations, and you certainly don't count lots of manifestations. Read my comments about fascinating. It's interesting how spirit doesn't want humans to know songs, but just nature. Found that fascinating. I don't understand what that even means. That spirit doesn't want to know songs, us to know songs. Unless song means something to you, like a series of harmonics that interlink. And so it doesn't want us to know multidimensional relationship. It wants us to just know our multidimensional nature. Is that what you said? What? The next part of my life trauma? I just realized, I think it's a prayer to show me how to survive. How can you be traumatized if it's an illusion? You shouldn't be traumatized, you should laugh. Your true self can't get affected. Your true self can't get affected. So you go, I'm going to get traumatized. Why? By how? Who? There's no you to traumatize. There's a fake you that you entertain that can get traumatized, or that can live with trauma. But that's a delusion, you know that. I had trauma in my life after seeing it. Just realized, I think it appeared to show me how to not now, then. Sorry, time traveling's got me all fucking got me third eye cockeyed, sorry. Then you got the thing today, yeah. Which means it helped you bring you the real you to realization. Yeah. Same thing. We just spoke in 5 circles. This feels dumb. This happened other day, 2 days ago. I was at the cannabis shop getting some nuggets, and this guy was there, and he's like trying to figure out the universe. And I'm like, I could just tell him what it is. And I tell him what it is, and then he goes, yeah, I know. Like, after I tell him, then he never needed to know. I'm like, well then fuck, I'm not talking to myself about this in circles. It felt really dumb. It felt like I had given him an answer to a question I don't have. Therefore, the moment I answered him, he was like, why are you telling me I know? Or it felt dumb. It felt like talking to myself. And I jumped to the reality where he knew only after I said it. So I started off in a universe that needed my help with my cat's tail. And then next universe is like, no, you are the universe, Garth, you stupid shit. Stop talking to yourself about your perfection. La la la. It's because the faster the vibration, it can become visible to the traumatized. Is that because the faster the vibration, it can become visible to? No. Faster vibration disappears, doesn't become visible. Faster vibration dissipates. There are no traumatized characters. Trauma is even a word, you're being gaslit by the universe to talk the word trauma. Trauma can't exist if beings don't exist. And you go, no, beings do exist. No, they don't. A human being is a multidimensional reflection of trick of lights. It's like, oh no, okay. There has to be one universe with one destiny. If there's millions of universes with millions of variations, the places it's a playhouse with no destiny, no purpose. You get what I mean? It doesn't have a purpose. You auto give it purpose based on your belief in trauma or lack thereof. So God is throwing a sentiment of self-knowing in a way to then replace it with a limitation, because it forgets that it's God. So God willfully sins, because to forget your God is the only way you can have an experience of good and bad. Because if you remember your God, you're never going to sink below the surface, and you're never going to identify with the illusionary beings. Yeah, but the trauma, you can't use words of negativity and an illusionary being in the same conversation. What you're doing is you're healing your trauma so you can transcend the illusion of self. So therefore just throw the trauma away and jump to the conclusion that you're an illusion. And then people go, you can't tell people. Yes, you can. Do you see? It's like, if you're an illusion, I'm going to suffer because I'm not real. No, you're not. People believe if you're proven to be a trick of light, a quantum mirror, that now you're going to be sad. No, you're not. You're liberated. You're going to be happy for no reason. The ups and downs of life will mean nothing to you. In fact, when they have downs, you're going to laugh at it, because it's like, I remember a time when I'd get upset. This isn't real. This is a dream in a delusion. I'm eternal. If I identify with the dream and delusion, fuck me. I'll jump to a universe that mirrors my delusion. So the universe exists to bring you into focus once you realize you're self-defining. So reality is a polarized picture of your previous perception. You're self-defining your perfection over and over again and jumping to realities that mirror that. So the individuals, and it's happening, like, you guys, we've interacted with billions of each other. The last 4 months, 3.5 months. I've actually interacted with billions of parallel versions of you, and vice versa. You speed that vibration up, because then it realizes itself. It stops redefining, stays in the same universe, and basically compounds its perfection. Because it used to dissipate its perfection by not being happy enough with perfection. Perfection being the process of self-interfacing. If somebody's backstory and your backstory don't align, it doesn't fucking matter because your stories are fake. See eye to eye with your eternal self in the form of all sentience. And then we go, there are beings who don't want us to think this way because they want to sell us McDonald's. Bullshit. There's a default collective ignorance that we believe is they. And they must hold the banner. The banner of, we don't want you to know. And those, our shadow will still trick us into enlightening. Thanks, Crystal. I'm going back to my roots. To not thinking and just talking from the collective higher intelligence, basically. I did a thing yesterday where it says the lowest mind is insane, the highest mind is Buddha, and we fluctuate between the two. Thanks, Crystal. Thanks for validating me. That's what I do as well on purpose. Like, I'll go to my lowest human aspect and then appreciate what my higher spiritual aspect has brought me. God's like, you got to get the most out of this place. I sacrificed a lot. Funny God. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Hey there, babe. Oscar Vargas. What's up, Oscar Vargas? What else is happening in the world? To me, it feels like a triangulation. No time progression, just energetic refinements taking place. So the world events are the shell of a new program, basically. A new meta dispensation of intelligence. Chat GTP. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. Okay. It is. And they're rebooting Heroes, the series Heroes. Don't go changing. And then on Reddit, on word chewing, it's a subreddit for people who do funny face or talk funny and lip sync strange. I shared one of my videos and I got 69 upvotes. It's really hard to get upvoted on Reddit. Reddit's a very intelligent. Basically, it's a funny place. The smartest humans are there and the wittiest. And you can very easily just get rejected, just kicked out. No, you're not funny, or you're not cool, we don't like you, or that was a stupid comment, or read the rules, read the subreddit's rules. I can't be bothered to read the rules. If you never checked out Reddit, you'd love it. It's basically the best of the internet shit. So floats to the surface, and that's Reddit. Like it's you get subreddits on topics, news, funny, whatever, spiritual, whatever. And then if it's happening on the internet somewhere, it'll find its way to Reddit, and then people upvote and downvote, and then it'll be higher or lower. So therefore, you just go to like a subject, like news or good news, and then the best of the worlds that will be there. It's like the refined internet. Best, funniest jokes, memes. But again, there's an intelligence. Like Reddit is permeated with like the top 10% of intelligent, and not just classic intelligence, sensibility. I don't even quite calibrate it. Now I'm psychic. I should be able to read it. You know, read Reddit's attitude and mimic it, but I can't. Other than my 69 upvotes.
I love you.
I love you so much more.
Have an amazing day.
You have an amazing day.
She was like all like curling up, so I did put a cute little top on her so she's warm and cozy.
Show the people. Show the people the kitty cat. She's sleeping.
She's so cute.
Because she's just a baby.
She's just a baby.
It's so fun, Sandra.
I love you.
You know, well, you're going to get addicted as well, be careful.
Oh, I'm going to.
People can fall down Reddit holes.
For a budget meeting.
You going where?
At Rome.
Rad! Oh, wait, so how long? What time are you leaving?
Probably like noon.
Rad.
Yeah.
Rad.
Okay,
I love you much more. It's a trauma bond. I need you to complete my self-understanding. Yeah, it's not based on real love. It's based on like a codependent need. I love you. Wow. I need you. I'm nothing without you. Don't let me down. Abstractly. Love you, bye. There's a lot of pressure on her. It's like, oh God, and I need you not to let me down. No, but really, you're gonna see. When we read this quickly, then I'll. It's a new experience. Okay, so basically, Reddit. My older brother, that's something that we've connected on. He's like, I love Reddit because he found my account there. I had an account called Beardo Prime. So I had a beard, Beardo Prime. And he's like, that's classic, really funny. Huh? And for my brother to think that I did something good or funny is like rare. So I was like, oh man, cool. And he's saying how he has to actually keep himself away from Reddit. Yeah, exactly, Kundalini. Did you do it? Did you do the whole thing with the? That's so classic. That is classic. Like right now, weed stocks. There's an article about it saying how Canada went hardcore because of the American market and and Tilray. There's 3 main companies, and how their stocks started at like $60 to $80 a stock, now down to like $1.50. But they're saying how Germany opened up. They named a bunch of markets. And then these companies are he basically just said, just get some stock now. It's going to go up. Just like we've got 3 days to get Bitcoin. And then the halving happens. This 2017 was the last time. It was as little as, it was 17,000. It was as little as $1,000 a coin. Bitcoin now, definitely. It's not going to stop. Bitcoin is like, if someone said, listen, do you want some of this mountain? It's like, you can skip it. 10 years later, listen, do you want some of this mountain? You're like, okay, I better get some. Because I said, like 2017, had I spent $1,000 on Bitcoin, and that was the last halving. It's going to happen again now. And we're gonna be sitting here like a year from now going, oh my God, if I just taken my $1,000, I would have $8,000, you know. And I'm getting paid in Bitcoin for my solar. Couldn't you know about that, eh? And then it's never going to be too late because with the whole planet's going to mobilize. It's reforming itself, so that beings who know how the soul works, understands how banking works. I mean, that sounds fucked up, doesn't it? The banking pattern and the soul, fractaling into creation, same thing. And so if you're a reality technician, every being human is going to be a reality technician. Therefore, banking, basic income is going to be part of the course. If you own crypto, you're a bank. You can stake it, lend the money to yourself, pay yourself off with the interest. Yeah. Bitcoin will never be too late. And then I've got the Ripple. Ripple could be a one day, a bunch of billionaires are made, basically. Deanna, good morning! Deanna, I have been man down for 4 days with toothache. And I'm back. Really cool to see you. I was having like, not anxiety, but just, what do you call it when you miss people badly? And it gets longer and longer. Because the second day of not streaming, I was like, no. And then by the time I got to day 4, I started saying, leave a light on for me. I'll be here before you close the door. Tell me to go to bed. No, Sandriana. Don't go to bed. Stay up. No, you must actually go to sleep. We do our best work when we're asleep, funny enough. Yeah, we do. Reality is unity consciousness, and we do our best subconscious, unconscious reformulation when we sleep. Life is magic because you never know what's going to be instantly manifested. But sleeping is the really nice one. It's like you go to sleep and you wake up in a technically an immaculately new place. Yes, it looks the same to degrees, but energetically it's not the same place. From in-breath to out-breath, it's not the same place. I need to increase my inner picture of that so that I can, get it across to you guys. You guys can actually see what the parallels look like. If you look at it from the Akashic, you can actually see like how fractal universes lie next to each other. I suppose the Loki series explained that a lot. Oh, but then Sierra, I was a toothache for 4 days. That's a fantastic question, Nikki. Yes. It's a 3-coil energy. That's the excess that gathers in you when you formed your physicality, and it gets activated to turn your physicality into a high vibrating. Yes, and it activates your chakra points on the way up, and you need to activate your 1,000 lotus petal, your crown chakra. Otherwise, you can't break. You've got a chakra, another 8th chakra over here. It's a purple star, 5-sided star. It's a seal that needs to be broken for you to ultimately get mental liberation from creation, which is just mind. So yeah, it is. It's not hard to do, no, not at all. It's exactly as you think it is, funny enough. So Nikki, right now, I've done a reading for you, haven't I? I live outside of time, so like a lot of times I'm like, wait a minute, I've done this reading. No, I haven't. But what I want to say is, you just grasp, Nikki, you're not normal. You're not another person. You're a spiritual titan. Okay? So just jump to that already. If no one's ever told you that, then because you never projected it, you weren't ready to hear it. But you're not normal. And you believe that spiritual enlightened people are the rarity. It's not the case anymore. So reset that core belief. 3 and 4 people are ascended masters. There are millions of planets, millions of realms. And Sananda, Jesus, Buddha, those beings, there are beings greater and and you are one of those beings. The spiritual titans of this planet that you know of are nothing compared to yourself. We're gathering here. Earth needed assistance. So instantly don't think of yourself as a student. You're just going to remember what you already know. And as you remember it, you're going to anchor that knowledge. And then people all over the place will randomly go, hey, am I God dreaming my life? Is multidimensional reality just how I facilitate my interfacing with my eternal self? Is everybody me? That's all we're doing. We're here to help facilitate the remembrance. And if you're interacting with someone, it's you. Just skip the rest of the maths. Skip the rest of the spiritual, the rest of the psychology. And so you're jumping between parallel realities all the time. Reality blinks on and off very fast. You think you're in the same reality, you're not. For anything to move or vibrate, you're jumping realities. So 50 million just to do this. The reality I jump to will be a reflection of my core belief about what I am. Do you see how the potential? Because you're not going to achieve anything or do anything that you haven't already been doing it for eternity. The universal's impersonal interface with itself is nothing more than a replication of polarizing your perception of experience. Reality is a relativity. I know I'm not normal. Other world. So but it'll be the normal. It'll be the normal to know that. I still say the best metaphor is reality is water. It's not really water, and your spirit is reflected in the water. Because spirit can't be seen, so it uses water. It uses physical manifestation, which is an illusion, to know itself. But it isn't that. It's the essence of that, and then it's the essence of the essence, and eventually it transcends existence. Your true nature. It transcends existence, and therefore helps existence to transcend itself. It's like, oh no, I thought we were supposed to use existence to self-define. No, you use existence to transcend and self-discover. It's like, so I can't, like, in other words, if people think, like, I can instantly manifest, it's like, yeah, but why? You want to manifest something that you think will complete your self-defining. Go ahead and do it. I'm always saying, listen, use your abilities to do whatever, free will, but once you discover that you're God, I would just blissfully enjoy how reality tries to mirror me. No, okay, Guy is fascinating. Great question, Deanna. So, Earth has 1 to 3 dimension. That is terror. I call it terror. Other spiritualists will swap the names around. They'll say that's Earth, and the 4th to 6th dimension is terror. Gaia would be 7th to 9th dimension. Let me just look quickly. I'll actually give you the exact answer here. 15th dimension theory. Ooh, this is a great picture. So if you type in, here we go, this is nice. If you type in a 15th dimensional theory, here's an actual map of it. It has the Kabbalah overlapped over the 50 dimensional rings, and then it has the bands, meaning 1 to 3. So here it says 7 to 9 is Gaia. But funny enough, 7 to 9 is because 9 is the vertical axis, 8 is your mental state inversed, 7 is the speed at which birds vibrate, and it's also the speed at which you manifest instantly. So if you think something as you look at the manifestation, that's 7th dimension. And then there are beings who can comfortably, just all of us, who can kind of go, okay, I'm 7th, I'm going to hold a 7th resonance, and then I'm going to think. And oh look, I'm making what I'm thinking in real time. But you won't encounter those people because they'll be in another pocket universe. You'll only encounter yourself. Here we go, look, chakras of the dimensions. I never knew this. Okay, so red, orange, yellow, green, turquoise, indigo, violet. An 8th chakra is pearl white. Yeah, that would be that star that I mentioned. Then you get pink, orange, gold, violet. That's my man. See, that's a beautiful thing. You're going to get Mandela effect on spiritual information. Because this is still just abstract. Get what I'm saying? Even spiritual stuff is metaphor and needs to be transcended. And the spiritual metaphor will manifest according to what is needed. And if you're changing your understanding of yourself, the spiritual metaphor will change. And then you're going to go, oh, I thought Gaia was terror. I thought, and things will swap around. And the universe will do that on purpose. So you go, hey, wait a minute. meaning there's no universe. Because there's no facts. Because the facts are based on energetic systems that build on themselves. That ultimately, once transcended, will break their own rules. Therefore, their rules were never meaningful. Creation is an illusionary piece of shit at the end of the day. I say it that way because it's God's excrement, if you get what I'm saying. Yes, you can grow stuff and fertilize stuff with it. But understand its dynamic. Understand what reality is doing. Don't let it pull the wool over your eyes. But then with that said, if the wool's been pulled over your eyes, there's a part of you that wants its wool pulled over its eyes so it can have an experience. So it can go, you tricked me. Who? I don't know. Myself, I guess. Ultimately, I can feel hurt. I mustn't, just because I am transcendent and I'm all about, it doesn't mean other aspects of God aren't about actually having an experience. I got cancer. Cool. Is it fun? Yeah. I suffered. My family stood around me. There's actual aspects of God. And then there's the family members are like, listen, because we're not choosing to discover ourselves, we're basically because reality replicates, cancer does. There's mirrored truths when it comes to cancer and reality. And then the family member will get it for the experience, feel loved, and then all the family members will get an example of what they're actually doing to themselves because they're not choosing to realize reality. There it is. That's what I'm saying. Kundalini's got it 100%. Enjoy the experience and just understand what it is. Yes. That's love. That's basically love. But love in action. Because there'll be times when, you lean too far one way and then it'll auto-correct for you. Because you'll have moments of realization where you go, oh, that's right, I remember what it is. Awesome, Sierra. I'm gonna do a whole bunch of work today. After this live, I'm doing 6 readings, and then I'll upload all my lives that I haven't uploaded. I'm gonna catch up and then clean the house. Today's all about catching up, basically. Oh no, DBZ's not here. DBC. I haven't gone live since his parcel arrived. Bowling with the bumpers on. Crystal. That's gonna be interesting. Be very interesting. I hate how, not unhate it, but when people say things, I get what they say, and then I get an image picture as well and a whole bunch of data. I say I hate it because I usually want to expand on it, and now I'm trying not to expand on things too much. That's interesting, hey? So my thing is this, So Nikki, there isn't any one, but chosen ones. And so whoever originated that idea is either a chosen one having fun, you know what I'm saying, or a bunch of parallel realities farted and then it wound up in our reality. Because you can't, everyone is the same being, and everyone's going to catch on. That's what's happening right now. We're dissipating the not knowers. And so, if I say to you, oh, they put a curse on the chosen ones, then suddenly everyone goes, hey, hold on, am I a chosen one, or am I cursed? In other words, either you're a chosen one, or you're cursing yourself. Clever fucker. Good story, I like it. That's the Illuminati hard at work. So in other words, even when the Illuminati lies to you and gaslights you and says, you're not allowed to know this knowledge, they want you to know the knowledge. Everything is a syllabus for singularity. PsyOps, government games, are designed to educate everybody. Everybody's the same being, right? Do you really think there's a group of all knowers trying to prevent everybody from knowing, or the all knowers are trying to teach everybody? The funny thing is, doesn't matter what they're trying to do, it'll be the same activity. Symbols can reveal or hide. So a lie can actually illustrate truths that can't be told. Well said. A lie can illustrate truths that can't be told. Like Santa Claus. Any symbol, I can translate symbols like no one's business. I wrote Da Vinci's code. Any symbol you want to know. Can you recall the most value you've received from one experience? That's deep. Yes, I can. No. Maybe. What do you mean? Like, because I know that all experiences are the same experience, so I can't really answer that, but I can. Value, no. Because value is in, no. Deep, bro. That was a deep fish. My true self doesn't value this place or experience here. My true self is like, listen closely. You're all in fucking danger of being subdued into a reality for eternity. This place will subdue you. I met somebody. Oh, you love them, don't you? Yeah, half the time. You got kids? Yeah. So you can't give up now? No. Cool. Grow old, die, reset. Get born, grow old, die, reset. Grow old, born, die, reset. Do you know that the person you married isn't real? None of this is real? What? Nothing. So none of this is real. You're immaculately creating a world for yourself to be born into that's equal suffering and joy. That's evil, sinister fucking cuck. Think about it. You won't even be able to think about it because you'll be subdued with your level of pleasure. Like, if I can get the car and the money and I can struggle, then I'll be happy. You know what? If I can get the wife that's this, I'm happy. If only she wouldn't bitch at me, I'd be happy. You're never happy, content indefinitely, which means you're always going to have side wishes, which means guess what? Your next life is going to be built out of all your side wishes. And guess what? It won't bring you satisfaction. And guess what? You're going to carry on for lifetimes. Lifetime, birth, death, samsara. Forget, remember. And then after a couple of lifetimes, you get frustrated. You go, you know what? Fuck existence. I'm going to hurt somebody. Just because you're bored. It's all me. And then you're going to go 500 lifetimes where you're just punished. I'm born into a war-torn country again and again and again and again and again. I hate those people. Why? They bombed my people. Do you know that 5 lifetimes ago you were those people bombing yourself? Why? Because you got born into a country that convinced itself those people are less than you. Why? Because you were in a previous lifetime where you convinced yourself blah blah blah, so now we double down on it. Do you see how karma will gather on itself? And so in one lifetime you could just turn a cheek and not want to help something. In the next lifetime the whole reality turns its cheek and won't help you. You're basically folding dough into itself. Lifetime into lifetime. And none of your personalities, none of the cultures, none of the agendas were eternally meaningful. Eternally they meant fucking nothing. But not to you. Lifetime 570 million. I will murder that family for trespassing on my cow. And you spend 9 lifetimes trying to get justice on another soul, which is it's you. Where it victimizes you, victimize it, victimize. I'm saying this reality, this time-space quicksand, where as soon as you get a good idea, you believe, and then you get teleported to a reality that's reflecting your belief. It's like a sarlacc pit. And then the creatures and you're like, I'm hallucinating for 1,000 years while it feeds on you. That's this place. Anyway, does it have any redeemable qualities? Yes. You can learn to tread water indefinitely. Because the law of diminishing return says that your karma you can't keep playing with it indefinitely. It's going to keep compounding. And then the joy you get out of things will lose their value. And the negativity will compound because you're refusing to transcend. Hey. I don't actually know, personally, if I believe you can be a transcendent all-knower who can still play with Maya. Splash it on its face. Yeah, you can. Krishna's like that. No, I'm gonna stick with the other answer. Yo, Sheridan, thank you so much for subscribing. Now I'm gonna stick with no. I'm counseling myself, and then everyone else is an illusion. And the advice I would give myself is, God, you've got it. Don't try and get along with shadows. But God, surely we can still enjoy the. Okay, you can. Feel free to do whatever you want. I'm not going to condemn you, but I'm not going to participate. I'll be here in case you need to remember that it's all fake. I like that. It makes me laugh all day long. You know? That's fake. We spend so long hedging our bets and surmising ways that we can leverage this place for our own benefit. Just take that same thing that you spent eons doing and just go, fuck it, it's meaningless, fuck you, throw it away. Makes me happy. And that happiness that can't be played with. And a happiness that brings more of the qualities of the thing that liberated me to me. Cassie Universe! Hola, Sheridan. Hello. Hope you're gonna have a beautiful week. I've been watching DeFranco a lot recently, and he's been copying me. He's been going, hope you're having a good evening, Thursday, Tuesday, wherever it overlaps, basically. But again, what governs timeline jumping, and what governs other people? Oh, the degree to which you hold what you are relative to others. Eventually things will start to mimic you. Deep. Right on cue. Mimic cue as opposed to mimic you. Incarnations are very fascinating, especially when the mirror in the now. As I breathe in and breathe out, that's a full incarnation. The holographic information in my in-breath and my out-breath is the same information in this entire life. So meditation is so profound. You can literally look over your lifetimes in meditation. Because this life is all your lifetimes, inside out, back to front, upside down, looking into itself. The people, your friends and family, are technically parallel, energetic translations of your eternal relationship with yourself. God realization, nothing less. Amen, Crystal. Amen. Medusa. Yesterday for the first time, I'm like, oh, Medusa. Is she a stoner? Yeah, she hits the bong every morning, wake and bake. And then I saw cool art of Medusa in love with a blind girl. Really cool. They can play kissy face. Whoa! Whoa! Guys, as we talk about it, let's talk about it. Let's give them something to talk about. My love. As I scrolled. A blind person is so different. Culture, no. People can be so judgmental. You're perfect just the way you are. Don't go changing. Crazy, eh? Well, not really. I live inside instant manifestation, so I mentioned that. Bob's your uncle. Who's Bob? I don't know. Oh no. Da-na-da-na-na-na. Yo, Venom SA! Yo, it's been a while. What's up, Dennis? Dennis Schmidt. Yeah, Reddit's great. I'm actually gonna stop scrolling. Leave Reddit alone. Everyone has someone Bob. I had a cat named Bob. It was a she. Just called her Bob. Mr. Bob, I think. I love you. I've got a cat on my lap and she's been so patient. Because she likes a lot of attention. And I haven't given her any attention. And she's been sitting here. She's so beautiful. Girl. She is so adorable. You walk past the passage and she's like, but like literally, like she's trying to play, like she's playing, but she's playing. She's playing. She's like, what is it? And she does like a double calf tap with her paws when you walk past her. That's the thing. You wake to greater nature. You wake to greater self. But I hear what you're saying. So when you awaken, you wake the other dreamers up. Basically. And then you live in a utopia. Nikki, think about this. Nikki, for a second. 8 billion humans. If you were all 8 billion humans right now, could you build a better world? The whole world just screamed, yes! Now what if you really were everybody, but you didn't see eye to eye? Now what if you could wake from the dream of not seeing eye to eye into the dream of seeing eye to eye? You can imagine, we're going to go there. That's what's happening. The planet, that's what we're busy doing. Every second of every day right now, humans are waking. God is waking, basically. 2027, aliens arrive. They will mirror us, and they know they're God. We need to catch up. So I need to make sure that everybody knows what they are before then. Or it's horrible. If we know what we are, we can meet them on equal terms. If we don't, they will sell whatever degree of self-doubt we have. They'll sell it to us. But how do they know exactly? Psychic beings who intuit each other's stance in real time. That's aliens. Or all beings above fifth dimension are like that. Because they're the same being at that point. So the Illuminati is nothing more than humans who've gone fifth dimensional and know they're everybody. And so the people who put out conspiracy stories about the Illuminati, jealous. And or a part of the Illuminati and are playing along. All of the conspiracy theories need more than one being. Therefore they're bullshit. They're a joke about your actual condition. And so then there's better planetary ergonomics. Like now, there's food being thrown in things to up prices. Humans are spiteful. You dissipate all of that. The one being called Earth functions better. Less spite, more consideration. And even if it's coming from a place where the individuals know they benefit from caring about others. It doesn't matter how it happens. And I wanna kiss. That song's so pathetic. I wanna kiss you, but my hands don't work. I wanna drive you to work, but I got no petrol. I carry your luggage, but it's heavy and I'm lazy. It's like, what a shit song, It's like, I wanna be special, but I'm shit. I don't wanna be a burden on you, but I'm depressed. Bella, good morning. Go down in the city, stuck in my head. I like that. When the lights go down in the city. Wait, is that? Is that? I had the lights go down in the city that we love. Dark clouds rolling above the sky. That one. I've had when the lights go down in the city stuck in my head. Oh, it's a journey. Good morning, Bella. I hope you've been good. I saw your readings, Bella. Very, very, very cool. Destiny Moon! What's up, Destiny Moon? What was I saying? I wanna kiss you, make you feel alright, but I'm sad. That song is so like, I wanna be your knight in shining armor, but my horse has mange, and I haven't got any armor. I wanna, lift you up, but my arms don't work. It's like, the song isn't just not doing that, it's having the opposite effect, is why the song is so pathetic. I want to be your hero and swoop down and save you, but too lazy. It's like, just put a burden on that person who you're singing to. I don't know, I think it's lame. And yet it's catchy, which is annoying. Bella, thank you so much. Destiny Moon, thanks for being my 375th member. Super Sweet Chili. You get Super Sweet Chili. That song, I wanna kiss you, make you feel alright, but I can't, my hands are tired. That song is lame. Because it's just like a psychological burden. And it because it arrives with the opposite intent. Like, I wanna save you, I wanna help you, I wanna make life easier for you. But I can't, because I'm pathetic. And I can't, my leg doesn't work. And then it goes and lists a whole bunch of things that makes it useless. It's like, it's fine if I want to be neutral and not affect you, make your life neutral and balanced. That'd be fine, that'd be a cool song. But this song is, I'm pathetic and useless, and I want to be useful to you, but I'm not useful to me. It's funny. It's because it's an Estian prophecy, all talks about that, about poor me, aloof, a criticizer. So it's a song that's supposed to be about love, but it's actually about codependence. I'll be so rude, I'll be so fucking rude. Why they always win, I always lose. Because you're talking to yourself, you fucking idiot. Sorry, everybody. It's like, I stand in the mirror and I punch my face, tell myself I'm better than I am. I spent 50 lifetimes breaking myself down. I cop the mirror, showing how tough I am. Oh, my third eye's bleeding, I shouldn't have done that. I wish I wasn't pathetic, I'm just stuck in this meat puppet. I might as well just sing that song to everybody. Thank you so much for the cheer you up. I wanna smile, but I can't win this stupid mirror game. I punch myself in the same fist with my own fist, and it hurts because the mirror shattered. And God, that's life. That's humans, 1 million lifetimes. Because the thing is, Nikki, the thing is, I don't know what to say to you, because I want to say, you're not just normal, and you're not just perfect. You make up your energy makes up the majority of what inhabits Earth right now. And I don't know how to say, I can't say they don't want you to know that, because there's no they to not want you to know that. I don't know how to communicate the back end of that. Wait, just communicate it to myself. Oh, good point. I'm singing the song of the people. It's the song of the people. I wanna pay my taxes, but I can barely stay afloat. My government keeps confusing me with the psyops. First Ukraine does this forever war. 2 years. Come on, man. I could have taken Ukraine in like, give me fucking 2 months. So that's a made up story. Why will it? I wanna ignore Israel, but Palestine's people suffering. Is it all just a Hollywood set? Is this just a giant Truman show? Is any of it real? Is history a lie? Is Hitler just an allegory about us not knowing? Knowing what? I don't know, that Gabriel told us a secret and said, shh. What's the secret? We're all the same being and history and reality is a freaking fabrication. Shh. Are you a Holocaust denier? What? What's that? Explain to me like I just got here and I haven't got access to the Akashic records. You fucking liars. Not you guys. Because remember, the stories that we get, the lies, would just be nothing more than the blind spots gathering and recreating new stories. It's still going to be an allegory of the truth. And how come Lance Armstrong, Hitler, Bruce Lee, who's another guy, they all had one testicle. Who else was the fourth person? Hitler, Lance Armstrong. There were 4. I don't know, history has 4 of them. Doesn't it take 2 to tango? No, it takes 4 to tango. Oh. Because it takes 2 to tango, but you're mimicking each other. Was it really 2 tangoing, or was it 1 tangoing? Tango probably means unison. Bella, I was down for 4 days and it's like literally more anxiety. And Bella, thank you so much for Coral. Thank you. And Bella, how much are you charging for your readings? I saw you did a couple of paid readings. Curious. Brilliant. And then are you on the readings? And I suppose you are. You're saying it's a paid reading. That is advertising. David, what's up, dude? And I wanna kiss you, make you feel alright. Okay, get that song out of my head now. Stupid song. This is so interesting. No ways. Kundalini Boozer, Ryan, Corin. Those are it just says top supporters basically. Make all the other me's give me exactly. No, Nikki, that is exactly it. And Nikki, think about it. $100. How much is it worth? $100, right? But if I give it to you, it's worth $200. Because you're going to spend it's $300. Now you see, Nikki, if enough people realize that money is fake, it's energy, and then the world becomes more ergonomical because people become more generous with their own energy. So in other words, if we can move the money 3 times faster, the planet's 3 times richer. So sorry, Kundalini. I am sincerely so sorry. What an annoying song to have. Listen to Bodies of Water. I'm not going to listen to any music now because then it makes the live non-monetizable on YouTube. Not just non-monetizable, sometimes it gets blocked in certain countries. Because it's a habit to want to listen to music. Also, I think it's super antisocial. Thank you so much for the bear. You're amazing. When the bee stings, I will know definitely, I'll do that direct after it. In fact, Bodies of Water. I'm going to line it up now. Oh, I would have said that and not done it. You know, butterfly would have flown past and way more interesting. Bodies. Bella, thank you so much. That's so weird that you said that. My wife today was saying she doesn't like large bodies of water. Weird, hey? I suppose. Great. There's lots of water. There's lots of water videos. No, not the actual. Features. Okay. What is it going to sound like? That's so weird. Bella, I just went, you saw, I went, but I hadn't seen your I was looking there. Going, what is order? You see, moments like that make you realize the world is you. You're actually in real time mirroring itself. When you're in real time mirroring itself, but you get what I'm saying. See you later. Have an amazing one, Sandra, and thank you so much for being here. I will be here every day for now. 6 o'clock sharp every day. I've got withdrawals from not being live for 4 days. Destiny Moon. Lacey! Good morning. Connecting with synchronicity. And also that those moments break the trance. You don't appreciate how many lifetimes you've been trancing, how many lifetimes you've been hypnotizing yourself. Your words hypnotize you. And you have to speak. You're part of the culture. You have to contribute to the culture. And then your next lifetime is very similar. They have a lot of similarities lifetime to lifetime. And that'll break your trance, basically. Impossible moments. Synchronicity is an impossible thing, technically, based on your trance. So when it happens, it makes you de-trance, basically. I haven't heard of them. And then, must be quite cool being in the States. The whole time, you guys, humans, listen to me, none of us know each other, okay? Like, you think about how many areas of relativity each of us has, each individual. I have a country, I have money, I have my own unique topography where and when I grew up. Totally be different to another person. Our words don't have the same inflection as each other. Our value systems, we are literally infinite. I knew that person for 10 years and you didn't. You knew you reflected off of them. Like misunderstanding, you know what I mean? You take all the misunderstandings on the planet, which means you people never understood each other. Like how many misunderstandings are happening on a daily basis, and people are carrying on with their misunderstanding as if it's facts. Think about that. How much human interaction has misunderstanding error in its application? Do you see why it's important for us to become a psychic planet? So we can actually know what we're talking to each other. Be like, oh, and in fact, even better, for us to become self-realized, because then I don't need to know where everyone's coming from. I know it's me. I know what you're saying, probably before you say it, or at the same time. You can probably race ahead of yourself, and be in line with yourself, and drop behind yourself. The collective self, which your individual was molded from anyway. That's a funny concept. Where self and other begin and end, if it's a never-ending simultaneous creation process. Integration is what's key, to understand the integration of definitions. What's the name of the band? Stick figure. Stick. What when you miss someone? It's an aspect of yourself that you're trying to bring to the surface. They would have lent a quality to you that you wouldn't need to create for yourself when they're around. Codependence, basically. So you're not, because technically, I know this sounds lame, people can't be missed. You can only miss yourself. And that person would have brought an aspect of yourself that you weren't aware of to yourself. The variables that make up a person's uniqueness isn't in and of itself special. and then the conglomeration of qualities isn't in and of themselves aren't special other than to the other individual. Hello, that's so cool, Destiny Moon. I said, well, hello from your daughter. Okay. It is power. There is a connection there. That's so good, no ways. No, once in a lifetime, you said the other day, I love that, I literally listen to that all the time. Same as it ever was. It's really cool because it's in it plays in Hot Tub Time Machine as they get back. In other words, it's like a fourth dimensional song. Now, a lot of entertainers were higher dimensional beings who created art to awaken humanity. Right now I'm meeting all the parts of me that I do not like lately. It's not being fun. But yeah, I hear you. No, I hear you, Nikki. Instead, try, if you don't want to do the parts of yourself to others, think of their origin story. And like lend like, yeah, it makes sense. I mean, I would be that way too. I suppose. That's the integration. Well, I don't know, what's that? What? That's Bella's message jumped up now, like it's superimposed over everything. Am I hallucinating? Interesting, the person that I'm missing is my daughter. Yeah, absolutely. As in, very much absolutely, that's yourself. As in, she's got a greater remembrance of her true nature. Plus, less family karma. And remember, and also people are so many things. They're also just a person that you can just like, because she's you. She's your daughter, and she's a part of you, you know. You see how we exist on so many different levels simultaneously? Definitely. Cyndi Lauper, an alien, absolutely. No, but everybody relative to relative is an alien from somewhere else bringing something special here. So sweet. You. Check it out. Absolutely adorable, eh? Michael, she's so sweet. I had to stop wearing it. That's so funny, the hairs. Now I have to, every second day, do a total home clean, where I've got a special vacuum cleaner. Funny enough, I bought the vacuum cleaner with gifts from you, Kundalini, but like directly from you. I remember that day I went and bought it. And I bought like a really nice vacuum cleaner which has a special canine special brush thing on it that literally will speak. It basically it'll pick up any hairs. So every 2 days, I literally strip my bed because the hairs get everywhere. The lounge, it has to be done every second day, or my whole home will just fill up with cat hair. It is, bro. I love you. I love you, Kundalini, because you just sent my sentiment in real time. It's exactly what I would say next, because it's a lot of effort and it's more than worth it. And I also, when I clean and do things like that, I know that the reality is a hologram. And that anything you do in like a sense of collective service and knowing, even with your own home, you're cleaning the world. Anything constructive you do, done mindfully, enhances everything. And if you don't believe that, you're right. There it is again. Oh, Bella is a new option for comments. Okay. So what is that? Do you push something, Bella, and then it pops up like that? How do you make it do that? Bella, talk to me. Talk to me. Right. But what is it though? You just say pop up question and then it pops it up. It's pretty cool. And then it's obviously for subscribers. I like it. I thought I was hallucinating. I'd never seen it before. I was like, what's that? I just remember my dream I had last night. So weird. Anyway. La la la. Okay, so yeah, stick figure. Smoked in love, edge of the ocean, sound of the sea, world on fire. So all these artists are doing art based on that eternal truth. Oh, does it cost coins? Oh, no ways. I'm like, they're clever, eh? Hey, Bella? No, they're very clever. I wonder who gets those coins. Star comment. It should be longer than that. You should get like a minute. It must cost money, you know. Yeah, our relationship with everything is our relationship with everything, yeah. Like money, like the average person's gonna have an interesting relationship when it comes to money. And I say half of the people, because this place is still fake, it's still built on itself. So half the people are gonna just reality. You know, it's like, what's your opinion on reality? It's like reality is a lot of stuff. It's dogs being hit by cars. It's roses. It's like, you can't ask me what my relationship with reality is. It's a lot. Exactly. And your relationship with all of it is your relationship with money. Because the fractal pattern is your soul's relationship with creation. So we should have a divine relationship with currency. Thought is a currency. Yeah, it's true. All our relationships with money, with anything, will enhance our relationships with everything. It's crazy, eh? No, Kundalini, it's 2/3. It's 2/3. You spent an absolute fortune gifting me. 2/3, yeah, 2/3. It's hectic. TikTok is rich by now. Because I've made over like 4 million diamonds on TikTok. I mean, just the other day with Winston, Epic Winston, he personally spent $1,000 that moment gifting me. I still get lots though, and at least it doesn't. When it comes to me, it still feels like I'm getting the amount that you spent. In fact, the amount that you spent, I can still buy for that amount at a third, if you get what I'm saying. Apple takes a kickback too. I don't think so. I don't think. Do you buy your coins through Apple Pay? Because then I suppose, yeah, they would get it 10% or whatever. But if you're just buying your TikTok diamonds on TikTok, I'll buy them on Google. Oh, really? But can't you buy them directly? So, in other words, if you try to buy them directly now here, it would take you, because you've got an Apple phone, it would take you into an Apple Pay. That makes sense. Hence the whole Fortnite had their issue. Huge difference, absolutely. Absolutely. So like, for example, Kick gives you 90% of the gifts. But TikTok is where it's at. As in, this is where I am. This is, TikTok's been nice to me. It still gives me views, that kind of thing. And it just shows you, like, my mind, when they're going, we're talking about money and my relationship with reality and money and people and stuff, and then going, well, if they're paying this much, surely I can get Patreon. But it's not like that. It's not like I can tell people how they must give me money. It's fun to gift someone in the live. So That's what I'm saying. We don't know each other because I will never 100% surmise someone else's sensibilities, their value systems, and it's not supposed to be. We're not supposed to, you know. Does your daughter work for Apple? Apple snakes, no, that, but it is what it is. And it's ironic as well. That's why I know this reality is fake. There's no coincidence that a company called Apple, you know, eat the apple, and then the company's issues are our issue with spirit. I mean, I should be able to charge from knowing that I'm God, but I can't because I don't have the right adapter. Define your God. What religion do you believe in? She's an animator, that's rad. Sup, Amber? Good morning. Sup, Serena? Principal artist, wow. It's going to be interesting in the next year. In the next year, artists are going to, all the creatives are going to start to, it's be interesting to see what happens. Because AI they can give a sample of the art and AI can then produce 50 pieces on the same thing. Well, I'm not sure about for other people, Kundalini. As in, for other people, if you use PayPal and you do it as friend or family, there's no charge, and I get the money straight away. So I think PayPal's super easy for me, and I've only had one person not be able to get me money because it's PayPal. But I think more people do have Venmo. Everyone's Venmo, Cash App. And I actually don't think I can get either of them. Better, that'd be awesome. Is there somewhere does she have like an Instagram or something I can go look at it? But what's really made the difference, Kundalini, is subscription. That's where all these conversations I don't even have to worry about now. Subscription has given me such a nice base income. The rest is just I'm blessed. I shouldn't want more. I feel that way. Blessed, and I shouldn't want more. I'm getting exactly what I need. No more, no less. Rad. Bro, thank you so much. You gave Jody. Now what? Now how come? Do you do readings? I do. I do readings at $30. PayPal $30, and then I've caught up with the reading. So within 3 to 4 days, the reading will be done, and PayPal details are in my bio. So, no, that's so cool, Jody. That's alright. So now, Kundalini, was it just a nice love thing, where you decided to give it to Jody, or do you know Jody? That's so cool. Thank you so much for that. Kundalini gifting someone a sub. Awesome. Sharon, I don't know if I should say anything, but basically, in the next week, 9 days, 8 to 9 days, you're going to get surprise money. Okay, so now just remember I said it, put a flag in this moment, and then just let me know when it happens. I love that moment when you get hold of me and you're like, hey, listen, you said it, and I was like, there's no surprise money happening. And then when it happens, then you're like, you've got surprise money coming. Nothing to do with work. In fact, a lot of people, if you actually measure luck, there's more luck going around at the moment. There's lots of pockets of energy. It could be a tax refund, it could be. But yeah, is it tax season now? Is this when it's happening? What I can tell you is that a lot of people, I can't put it into words, it's too much, too many minds simultaneously. But a lot of people it's not so much that they're, I wish I could put this into words. It's not so much that they are doing it, it's that they're getting out of their own way energetically. There's a silent knowing in people where they expect the horizon to bring them something good, and they don't throw their toys as quickly. Humans are basically starting to believe in magic. How magic is facilitated is something that I can teach, but it's magic. It's basically magic. If I think purple banana, and then a purple banana drives past me, that's magic. You know? No, it's synchronicity. Yeah, it's magic. If you're instantly manifesting and your life's an instant manifestal, that's magic. Let's not get into how the magic works. Let's just call it magic. And that elation, that goosebumps, we want to build that. We want to build belief in immaculate. And I say immaculate, I don't mean perfect. The word immaculate to me means something out of nothing. I know that's not the right word then. Magic is the best word. Because it's half not magic and half quantum. That works together, you might as well just call it magic. You know? Because it's still working faster than one's perception. Or it appeared. Yeah, because your reality is blinking on and off so fast, and your eyes only pick up 24 frames. So if I can run in and out of the room every 26 frames and move objects around, magic. In other words, I could manifest an apple in my hand right now and it can appear because I'm going to hold that the apple was always there. And I'm not going to go, oh no, what happened was I jumped to a reality where the apple was there. No, it's magic. Because everyone else watching doesn't need to know. Half of those people would want to know how it works and they can get taught. Other half are like, no, it's magic. And then you can say, it happened because I held true that I jumped to a parallel. And then half of the people that think it's magic will think that's magic. What? Jumping to parallels is magic. Do you understand that every human's going to have a different requirement for explanation? And they're going to climb off the explanation when they're satisfied. People can understand the word better than some experts. But that's also true. Humans take for granted everybody knows what it is, but nobody can talk to each other. Not about what it is. We can talk in metaphor through each other. So when you start to function like that, then you can basically just talk to everybody as if they're you. Because you know they know. But if you hold that they don't know, you won't talk to them like they do know. And remember, you're going to swap out versions of them that know and don't know based on you believing that they know or don't know. So in other words, once you know, and you know everyone else knows, then everyone knows. And then you should live in a utopia with yourself. Correct, Destiny Moon, correct. And that's what synchronicity will do. It'll make you wonder. I was talking about 5 purple elephants jumping on a banana to my cousin Stephanie. Then, tomorrow, an elephant named Stephanie. And it's like, come on, man. It's like, come on. No, it's a coincidence. It's how synchronicities are happening. It gets you on that journey. It's like your sales truck nodding when you head. Trick, not truck. It's like a sales trick. Yeah, got you. When you pitch, yeah. Got you, Moon. Sure. So salespeople, you know what I'm saying? They're manipulating your subconscious. But again, if you aren't manipulating your own subconscious, then you kind of deserve to have your subconscious manipulated. There are no victims. There's just the unwillingness to learn what you are. And therefore default realities kick in. Do this, Nikki, do the 17-second smile right now. You smile for 17 seconds and it jumps you to a reality that's a higher timeline. And therefore, for that reality's variables to kick in, magic takes place. Because you technically react to reality. Reality is actually reacting to you. I think it's going to be a thing of, instead of reality reacting to you, or the other way around, it's going to be a balance of the both. They're going to be simultaneous and sequence is time. Time isn't real. And time certainly is not linear. Really, Nikki? Oh no, stop smiling! Because it's supposed to bring you like 24, no, not supposed to, it brings you like 24 hours of stupid good luck. If you just do 17 seconds of smiling. Because if something makes you happy, you smile. Cold air contract air, it'll get cold. That's rad, Crystal. Crystal, have you seen the subreddit, Earth is a sales funnel for Satan? So funny. It's like, step on up. Landing page. What's the landing page? Do you believe in Jesus? It's a yes-no answer. Because for you to believe, there has to be a self and another. And there isn't another. So the yes or no, you fucked. Your understanding isn't the understanding. The question's a great setup. But then again, half the Christians mean, do you accept that God got born inside its creation and that it dwells within you? They could mean that, and they just don't have the vocabulary. So that you are living God. That's what Christians could actually mean, but they don't say it. And if you said, is this what you mean? 10% will be like, yeah, that was, and then there'll be degrees of no, I'm not God. God's there, out there somewhere, in heaven. I thought heaven was in you. Doesn't the Bible say, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven? First question you ask Christian, where is heaven? The second they look around and they point, you go, ha, you fucking idiot! Do you even study your own subject matter? Seek ye first the heaven. It's in you, and all these things shall be added unto you. And the Christian's like, whoa, I see where you're going with that. Slow down. You think you're God? What if I was? Well, then we would have to crucify. See, Christians are just a continuation. The Christianity would be a continuation of the very energy that, But then again, I don't know if a person actually means a transcendental understanding of Jesus or a literal. I think it's an understand. Christ consciousness is an understanding. And the understanding knows the self, and knows it all to be one, and then fucking say the only way to heaven is through me. Basically through that principle, through knowing yourself that way. I love. That's it, all I can say is I love. Who do you find though? Thank you. Thanks, Nikki. That live with 4K was about... Oh, are you doing... Okay, another one. Oh, really? Do you see, Crystal? So what's happening is greater groupings of humans are going, okay, I want to know now. Do you see how famous I'm going to become eventually? Because I've made a point of being the only one who can articulate certain collective ideas. And it's going to ebb and flow this year. I just went to a now this week, watch. We're going to have lives that the numbers are going to go up. Because people's higher selves are going to direct them at me. Destiny Moon. Amazing. I don't want to ruin this, but it's not brave because I know I'm alone. Literally, I know I'm a weirdo. I understand. I could walk, no. Basically, I know, I've double, triple checked so much that I'm not risking, I've triple checked. I know that 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 I know. And so I even don't act like I know as well as I know. I act like somebody who represents the collective. If you took everybody and you fused them into one person, from my perspective, that's me. You get it? So if you took every human and you made them one being, from your perspective, that's you. And it's literally you. Just because there's many and it's bigger and it's longer time, those are illusions. Time and space are the same pattern. They don't exist. They collapse on themselves once you go fifth dimensional. Time and space do not define you. And time and space would be our God. Because the false external God would need a time and space for it to be separate from you. Because if there was no time and space, it would have to be one with you. So we were created time and space so we could get born into sin, which means to forget that you're God. So God created an origin story for itself. But it's like, why? If it always existed, why does it need an origin story? And this has been my lifelong adventure. I was 4 and I said to my mom, I asked her initial questions to my mom. I was like, so what's everything? God created everything. Okay, cool. What? And then who's Jesus? No, Jesus is his son. Okay, who's Santa Claus? Is that a cousin? I asked this exact question when I was 4. And my mom was like, maybe. And I'm like, okay, can God remember its beginning? Jesus smiled at me. And I know now that's me. I'm God and she's me and I'm me. And I'm asking myself if I can remember my beginning. And that's what that's what Earth is about. God's origin story or a soul birthing place. But then the soul discovers that it's an illusion built on itself, that therefore it's both. It's both. It's both. It really is both. God discovers itself and gives birth to itself, cognitively. But there's a trophy that you get with that says it was always that, even before you became it. Passes, basically you straight away, the moment you die, you watch your whole life again from everyone else's viewpoint. It's a quick playthrough, and time doesn't exist. So if you say it happens like instantly, and because you watch your whole life again from everyone else's viewpoint, you realize you were everybody. Your attention animated reality. So when my attention was on my mom and she was talking to me, I was animating her, I was projecting her. And then my attention went back to me, which would have been a multidimensional inversion of what I just watched. Because what I just watched would have been a polarization of my previous perception. So your life is made out of relationships with others that are really you, multidimensionally back to front. And then you go, fuck, it was all me. Because when you get born, you forget. That's samsara. And the idea is to wake up in the dream that it's all you. And then usually you incarnate again straight away. People can say it takes some time, but time isn't real. So it's straight away, and it's in an energetic situation that has the same attachments that you had. So a lot of the times it'll be a similar culture, but a lot of the times it'll be a culture that your culture abused. And a lot of beings will bounce between that from incarnation to incarnation. Because whenever I think about, say I'm a country and I'm not America, and I think about America being mean to me, horrible, you bombed my country. And then I think about my cousin rude to me. And I have my life's details, and then I have my bigger political and bigger country details. And it's always been me. I'm going to incarnate into an energetic inversion of that. The best chance of me waking up to my dream is what I'm going to choose. And so from inside the dream, you'll say you're stuck in samsara, death, birth cycle, having your memories wiped. But from another level, that's a story that isn't true unless it's true. What memories? The memory of a fake you interacting with other fake selves. I don't need those memories. I'll just extract the essence, which is what? I'm God dreaming. Which means I could probably dream whatever I wanted. I don't know, I could dream a lockdown if I wanted. I could dream like global event, get everyone's attention. I could dream anything. I could dream simultaneous wars on two fronts that are polarizing each other so that the collective wakes up to the fact that it's one giant hypocrite. I could dream, I got some cool friends named Kundalini, Boozer, Crystal. I could dream that they are greater aspects of myself, guiding me home. I like that one. I'm going to use that one. Everyone I interact with is me, guiding me home. So sometimes I might think I have something to teach, but it's you teach what you most need to learn. Yes, Crystal, 100%. You can even do what I recently saw. You can do it the exact same lifetime again. You're God. No one else exists. This place isn't going anywhere. It exists for your agenda. So you can literally live the exact same lifetime. You can live the same lifetime with full memories. So in this life now, Crystal, if you die believing your memories are going to get wiped, memories are wiped. Whatever you achieve in the life is what you keep. Because what you keep, what you give, you keep. In other words, my sentiment is what I'm giving. I'm going to keep that reality. So just knowing right now that there is no such thing as a death-birth cycle. There is no such thing as samsara. These are all just allegories about your condition that don't actually affect your true nature. You're limitless, you're God, you have free will, dream as you choose fit. If another being says, you're not allowed to, you've got to reincarnate 4 more times so you can achieve good level karma, and then the karma lords, I say, shut your fucking mouth. There are no karma lords, there's nothing but God, and I am that being. Now, if I allow another me, my default mirror, to gaslight me on a journey, I'll go on that journey with my ignorance. By the time I'm done that journey, I won't be ignorant, so let's go on a journey with my gaslighting, unconscious, eternal other. Which I still prefer to try and, it's impossible, but you try and get the perfect balance with eternal other. Undifferentiated consciousness. The book Destiny of Souls talks about incarnation dynamics with the family. Because you're going to have, sometimes you're going to have, emotional mental bonds to certain characters. Bella is in that picture. Miyam Shri Kathumi Kakashi. No. So you're systematically allowing yourself to dream as you choose fit. And now obviously the opposite of all of this is a cautionary tale. That you go, oh, nobody's real. I can do what I want. That's obviously not smart. It's still real to them. You know what I mean? No way. I think that's the name of the book I've been trying to remember. The Many Masters book. I'm going to read that. Because that's great subject matter for, loosening up your grip on belief, of your current lifetime. Because your current lifetime's personality will oppose a lot. And if you can read, that's what I say, don't just think of one lifetime, 2, 3, 4, 5 lifetimes back. Think of 100, and then think of the ones that are happening simultaneously in the future, based on how you affect yourself. So then if all of those can affect you simultaneously, in the now, you can transcend creation. There's nothing new that's happening. You're just rearranging your triangles in different patterns with yourself. Dr. Weiss. Actually, I'm gonna get the audiobook and listen to it. Have it as my cleaning book. So when I clean, it plays in the background. Bella, thank you so much for the rosa. The rosas. No, the rosa is... No, you get a rosa. One rosa, many rosae. Thank you very much, Bella, for the rosae. Yeah, it looks great. Because in other words, if you read a book about many lifetimes, you're going to entertain, you know what I mean? You're going to entertain, you're going to hold a space for that reality. As opposed to within this lifetime, you spend a lot of time, hedging bets for the self, for the illusionary self. Where your illusionary self in this lifetime could oppose, and not even directly oppose, it could fractally oppose its illusionary agendas from other lifetimes. So you can imagine all of your personalities struggling. Now, many lifetimes, picture it. Now on Earth, picture it. And so now you can transcend all those lifetimes, pretend they never happened because they didn't, their energy, and that your relationship with your parallel lifetimes is your relationship with everybody currently on Earth. So that just jump it to everyone on Earth is my parallel lifetimes. It's like going inky dinky spider. It's like, and then any being who goes, no, it's there aren't actual stories that aren't allegories about one's relationship with oneself. That's all it's about. Once that's transcended, there's no more stories to be told. There's no more dynamics. That's transcendence. That's God realization. That's the syllabus wrapped up. I can zoom in and out on that syllabus. I can take aspects and open it up and explain the workings, but those workings are going to be holographic to any aspect of itself. Thank you so very, very much for the bracelets. Bella, thank you so much. You want a spiritual love story? A real one? Only love is real. That's so funny. That's Bill Hicks. Not Bill Hicks. David Icke. On my honeymoon, me and my wife bought Only Love is Real, All Else is Illusion. And we read that to each other in the bath on honeymoon. Pretty cool, eh? And then in there, basically, he says the same thing. Bella, thank you so much. And thanks for using my thingies as pictures. Is structure water helpful for body? Yeah, absolutely. So think about spirit, an allegory for spirit is water. And then, God's face reflecting on the water. There's places in illusion. In other words, if you identify with it, you'll drown yourself. You'll basically, you'll put yourself into the water as opposed to realizing it as a reflection. And then water as a manifestation to express spirit. We're currently in the age of Aquarius, water, fish, Pisces, two fish swimming past each other, going, hey, I don't like you. And then when they're finished swimming past, they're like, hey, it's the same fish. It's one fish, mirrored. And then that fish goes, oh my God, I think we're the environment. We might be the water, hence Aquarius. Hence you can just, the water bearer. In other words, you're going to, the waters of life, the never-ending truth of spirit is in the fountains of water. Water's a metaphor for that. But then so is fire, earth, and air. Yeah, it's a golden age. Deal with it. It is what it is. It is what it is. But I don't think anybody, my inability to be deep in miracle or deep, is the same as everyone else's belief that there's resistance to a golden age. There isn't resistance. I mean, every human would love it to be blissful. Unless they believe blissful is absolute bliss can't be had. Some people might believe you have to have half suffering on the planet. But don't worry, we'll give you a weekend off. Some people believe if you give everyone basic income, economies collapse. A lot of people believe a lot of shit that isn't true. But then again, if what you believe is true to you, relative to your spiritual condition, we should work with work with belief, basically. Understand where it begins and ends and where it does have control over you, where it doesn't. It still feels like you're presented with a world that is both lies and truth. And the lies are made out of truth and the truth is made out of lies. And you whittle away at it in your life. And it's like a marble statue. And eventually the truth remains once you've broken away all the excess. That's the thing. That's the thing, Bella. People get addicted to the pain body. And then from my point of view, like I'd say from my point of view, I mean like from God's point of view, I would, like if a roundabout is a roundabout, but someone wants to use it for another purpose, I'm not going to condemn. Like if creation is designed to make you realize that you're God and bring you, and other beings are like, listen, I know what it's meant for, but I like to suffer. I like to incarnate, forget that I know I'm everybody, and I just hang out with myself. And if I want to punch me, I punch me. If I want to be nice to me, I'm nice to me. I forget, I don't care. You know? God's like, okay, fucking have fun. I have karma. I got cancer. You know, some beings know they're God, they know they're alone, and they choose to take that knowledge and throw it away. And get a gun. You know? Why? I don't know, in case of a home invasion. A person. But you can't shoot a person. That's God. You know, you see what I'm saying? Two different universes. Person knows they're God, perfectly happy to shoot a person. Another one, they're like, no, I'm not going to kill anybody. I'm eternal. Kill that person and I have to share their level of consciousness. I'm not going to do that. Kill that person. Our consciousness levels get things. I incarnate into a situation where I don't know I'm them. No. Some people are spiritual snobs. They will not get your karma on them. I will not lash out at you. I won't even look you in the face. You see how many options you actually have being alone in creation. Because your belief about creation repurposes it. Destiny Moon, bless you. It's like, nosedive. You know, we're nosediving, I'm going to pull the plane up. Present company accepted. Destiny Moon, very, very thank you. I'm not complimenting you from me. My guides, your guide, spirit, that was so well said. I needed that. Like, I needed to hear that, basically. My lower self. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Like, people want to get along with each other, so they go along until someone says, in the other direction, and then half of them are like, or more than half are like, no, that's also what we've been thinking, thanks for saying it out loud. Like, once someone says it out loud, then a whole bunch of people just go, I've been feeling the same. And I'm psychic, so what I'm saying is what the collective is. It's what's just below the surface of the collective. Hence, prophet. Especially when the mass, because I know what's going to happen. More and more are going to gather, and then I'm just a lightning rod for the collective. And I'll say that. I won't say I'm the speaker, I'm God. I am. But so are you. Now, who says that? Nobody. No one fucking says that. None of these. Sadhguru, am I God? You go, everything is God. He won't say yes. That's not his teaching style. Muji would probably say it. He'd be like, yeah. But does it help you saying that? We've all got different teaching styles because they're different students. They won't hear until they're ready. No. I like being a spiritual snob. No, but you are literally God dreaming your life. You're literally God. Nothing more, nothing less. You're the absolute. See, you said, no, you're literally God. Your lowest self, your meat puppet, is God manifesting a container so that it can experience a realm of existence. You are the absolute. My words, you're projecting them. This is a dream in the mind of God, and you're God. The quantum mechanics and the sacred geometry, that's just explaining the workings of the dream. how the dream facilitates itself. And it's made out of its very facilitation. It's fascinating. Brahm of this universe would get credit for this design. And the infinite universes with infinite genius designs. This is just one permutation of a 15th dimensional time matrix. They're infinite. So once you know this place, you know reality basic 101. You know God 101. It's like a ripple. Exactly. It doesn't mean exactly. What you think about and entertain on a daily basis is the collective. And once you know that, you're more potent. Much more potent. Nikki, you should do it. So Nikki, breathe. Meditation. If you breathe for longer than 10 seconds in, so slowly, and then breathe out 10 seconds, if you can do 3 of those once a day, your Kundalini will start to activate. It's all about breath. So I could say, when you breathe into your diaphragm, and who cares? That's all just designed to get your breath working. If you breathe deeply, your actual organs press, and then it presses on your spinal thing, and you're actually pushing spinal fluids up against your pineal gland. You could just take a deep breath and hold it for 10 seconds, and you're going to feel your skull go. Try it. You feel that? You would have been there, and your actual skull has cracks in it that lets in more and less light, because you're actually hallucinating reality. Your eyes one sees the present, one sees the past, and they're actually they're 2D parallaxes that project. So if I look at a cup, I'm projecting 2D images over each other. If I look at my laptop, so if I open my third eye, I can see the future. And the past, the future, and the present are actually the same moment, reoccurring based on a polarized perception of your collapsed tesseract, or your 4D relationship with yourself. Spiritual bourgeoisie. So cool. Spiritually bourgeoisie. Hey, but it is what it is. You know anything about the elite, or the 1%? Actually, the 75%. But that's us. That's who they're really speaking about. I literally can't remember what I was talking about now. I had a bunch of cool ideas behind each other, and I was getting excited. Holograms, parallax, eyes. Words, ears, belief, trance. It's not what goes into your mouth that defiles you, it's what goes out. And what you speak. Defile could not just be an insult, it could be not to be defiled like you're now dirty, but defiled like you've been taken out of file. Like your reality is a replicating moment. When I speak, I jump realities. In other words, I'm defiled. I'm out of alignment with myself. So a person who took a vow of silence would only live inside their thoughts. It's when you talk, you're flipping reality around. Talking literally implies the opposite. So even if you're talking in correct speech, which will be better than incorrect speech, you're still unnecessarily protesting. I think the lady does. What you say wouldn't need to be said if it was true. Truth is lost. Truth permeates. Doesn't need an advocate. So technically that means spiritualism could maybe not need spiritualists. In other words, reality to half the people is known and wouldn't be described as spiritual. Because it's like it doesn't need an extra lesson or an extra subject when it is the nature of everything. And then the other people are like, guys, look, I've been learning about the Kundalini. I've been learning about, and it's, those things are real. They're actual things. There's Merkubas, and you've got meditation techniques. But that could all just be supplement to not knowing your nature. Which means spiritual teachings need to be transcended. They'll become a disease in and of themselves if they're not transcended. you've got forever to transcend them. You can dabble and toy with concepts until you've processed them. But it's cool that we can. As in Bella, as in if you're uncomfortable about something. You know what I mean? I like the fact that you are access point to everybody else. You are a subtle indicator of what the collective is going through. So in other words, God would create a person so that God can interface with its creation without overwhelming its creation. And that it can use humor, it can use positive things and negative things to indicate you're getting too close to the edge of the self, basically. That's so good. That Chris, we're on the same page. Yesterday, that word popped over and over again. Mudras are very important to learn about, and also just to practice with. Like you actually, once you've learned, like this, if I do this, I'm finishing a circuit. If I'm finishing another circuit, there's another circuit. You know, if I do this, there's different hand positions. You know, like because the reality is holographic. So my hand represents my mind or my being. So I can do things with my hands that will affect my being. Hence mudras. I'm the go-between. Da-na-da-na-na-na. Hey there, baby. No ways. Thank you so much for the gifts, guys. I already gifted a lot. As in there's, every live that happens, I'll turn it thinking a certain amount and it's always more. Thank you. I feel like God taught me one of the best is to give yourself some grace in it all. I love you, Destiny Moon. Thank you so much. My new thing now is to stop and go, the qualities of myself that I like the most, I have other people to thank. So thank you. You know what I mean? There's people that I know who I am great because of, who would say to me, you've taught me grace. It's like, I taught you what you taught me, basically, is what I'm going to say to eternity right now. And every individual is a representation of eternity. I am perfect and flawless because of you. It's fucking brilliant. It's a brilliant dichotomy dynamic. It really is. It's like I exist to give gratitude to other. And that means all other. Not like others that know or don't know, deserve or don't deserve my respect. It's like everything is God, everything is me, I'm God. I don't care where you are in that journey, you're going to get my treatment. Bella, I love you so much. I'm gonna head off now as well. I've got readings to do. Bless you so much, Sheridan, as well. Seriously, guys, you guys are literally God's gift to yourself, and every day you unfold more. I still say, stay present, and unwrap your presence, because your presence enriches. It compounds with the daily experience and enriches itself. Love you, Bella. I'm gonna log off now. Kundalini, bro. Have an amazing week. Destiny Moon. Thank you. Remember that bear pops on. He's always like, he comes on quite quick. I'm like, whoa, come with me, bear. I'm not afraid of you. Oh, a hug. Okay, it's different. That's the human journey. That's the human journey, guys. Oh, what's that, bear? You want to fight? What? Oh, a hug. Okay. I need a hug. And we all just like, that's right. Just heal the trauma. Just hug the bear. Have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful week, guys. I'll be here tomorrow. I won't be late. I'll be on time every morning from now on. Because today is the day the Lord made for us. The Lord better not fuck it up. No pressure, Lord. But I heard today is the day you made for us. It's a Christian thing. Destiny mean I don't have. Tomorrow I will be greater, and then I shall accept your kind words. It's like, don't make me sing. Play us some music. Oh, don't make me sing. I'm shy. I don't want to sing. No, we don't want you to sing. Oh, don't make me sing. I really don't want to sing. Love you guys all so very much. I'll log off on that. Yeah, exactly. It's be rejoiced. It is what it is, Bella. It really is. It's what we're all going to evolve. We're all going to evolve into Christians. What do you mean? We're going to run around saying, have you heard of the good news? What good news? The kingdom of heaven is at hand. What do you mean kingdom of heaven is at hand? Heaven dwells within you, and you have to just but acknowledge this for it to spread. And then you got to go, do you believe in Jesus? Do I believe in an allegory, a metaphor about a singularity that manifested as a representation of the universe, that explained to itself what it was and broke the karmic cycle? Yes. I like to call him Sananda. I like to think I'm better than you. I don't call him Jesus Christ. Who calls him that? That's a Roman name. The Romans murdered him and then renamed him. Do you mean like Chicago? Yes, like America. In the good old tradition of Christianity. What's that? It's a cup. No, it isn't. I'm renaming it bucket. It's what I drink my coffee out of. So the bottom line is, if you can believe in a bucket, then is there going to be a hole in the bucket, Eliza? Exactly. Destiny. I love so much that there's people that grasp what I've been. I'm going to basically just saying, I've had a flag like that for 20 years now, 23 years. I've been waving in people's faces. I got like popular on TikTok from doing faces, but all my lives I talk this stuff. And at the beginning of this year, it hit critical mass. I've got awesome new friends, new followers, adepts basically. All my subscribers are adepts. It's literally heaven. Each one, now Destiny Moon, each one teach one. You can look at any person, any other human, and tell them this, and they're going to go, oh shit, you're right. Which is the same as you gently waking God up. We've finished sleeping, God's finished recuperating, it's going into a creation phase. So the beings that facilitate that, they're waking up to themselves. Hey, wake up, you fucker! Punch you. Suplex. Like every other god, you wake up differently. It's like one god, hey God, it's time to wake up now. We need to see some of your miracles. Next god is like a bucket of water. Get a bucket of water on you. Why? I don't know. I'm being random. It's called free will. I don't want to compliment you now, Destiny Moon, because you're saying nice things. But I'm going to compliment you. Do not underestimate yourself. Don't underestimate yourself. Greatness is a word that describes you and everybody, but really you. Pretend you're God inside Destiny Moon. Now, tell Destiny Moon how great she is. You know what I'm trying to say? Chaperone yourself back to your perfection is what your spirit guides said I must say to you. Chaperone yourself back to your perfection. Cool. I'm going to log off now. Everybody stay amazing. Fight the good fight. What good fight? I don't know. Wrestle your ignorance to the ground. I don't know. Just whatever. Just feel good about yourselves. Kundalini, bro. Have a super one. And thank you again so very, very much. Bless you, Destiny Moon. Everybody. Stay amazing.